Trey Lance is working out with John Beck this offseason. We knew he was going to be in Southern California. Some people wonder if it'd be Jordan Palmer. It's not. It's John Beck, who played for Kyle Shanahan. I mean, there is a definite connection there. So I guess Kyle can't work with Trey all offseason, but he can tell John, do this, and tell me. So it's kind of like he's working under Kyle Shanahan, just one layer removed. What do you think of this?
I think it helps because he knows exactly what Kyle Shanahan is looking for. Kyle Shanahan can have that open line of communication. This is what I want. Beck is able to speak through the eyes and mouth of Kyle Shanahan while training. And, and I think that's really big for a young player's development. Because at the end of the day, like any of this is about is what does Kyle Shanahan want? So
Absolutely.
The more guys that you could put in place to help with that transition and that production, I think that helps, or development that helps.
Now, I don't know if Trey Lance has worked with John Beck in the past. Maybe he has.
He did. He
did. Okay.
Late in the process,
late
before.
Yes.
I think
just to set him up for the pro day, right?
Yeah, it was like for a week or so, nothing crazy. But if he works with him more this offseason, I think that's big. That'll help.
Right, because he was working with Quincy Avery and someone else that I interviewed. I forget his name. Sorry. Anyway, Quincy.
Yeah, but
Avery.
he was with that. He's under Avery too, I believe. I think you're
right, of course. But you know who was working out with John Beck all last offseason? Zach Wilson. That he was the guy who got Zach Wilson drafted that highly. And then I'm just looking it up. The Jets actually hired him as an offensive assistant, John Beck. So maybe he's no longer under contract over there, but he's I guess he did good work with Zach Wilson. Yes.
Zach, remember, gotta be up here. You gotta have it up here. So you can't. What works for one guy working with a person, you might get different results with a different person depending on their work ethic. One thing that John Beck did say with the short time he was with Trey Lance of how like his relentless work ethic of really trying to get things down and staying after and having that type of work ethic. So you should get better results but I don't want to talk down on Zach Wilson, but I'm confident that Trey will be in good hands.
I'm a little disappointed. I'm not surprised because Kyle Shanahan is so faithful to his network, but Tom House is really good, has a proven track record. And if Trey needed to work on throwing mechanics, why not go to the best one in Tom House? And this is probably what Kyle wants him to do. I'm not saying Trey's over here it's probably Kyle's decision. But Kyle, what's wrong with Tom House? I mean, Nick Mullins used to go there. Although I'm sure John Beck is good too. Although I don't know. Zach Wilson didn't translate. I don't know. What do you think of Zach Wilson real quick? A lot of people liked him. Wanted the Niners to get him.
He was my QB4. And I know there were some people that were really high on him.
Yep.
I think you see the splashy things. And again, talking about just being super comfortable throwing the ball, I think is there. But a lot of it was off script. There was a lot of backyard football type stuff. A lot of throwing the ball to your big receivers that are more talented against North Alabama, Texas State defensive backs. So a lot of bailout type stuff. But, he definitely has the ability, but it's going to come down to, the way he retains information, the way he challenges himself to continuously get better. Sometimes it's hard when you come from a background of, what is it? His grandpa owns JetBlue or whatever the hell it is. Like, that stuff is kind of hard. So we'll see. I don't know the person. And to me, that's what's one of the more important things.
Yeah. Revenge says the Niners should draft Watson. I think he means Christian Watson. What do you think?
Yeah.
100%.
100%. I like, obviously, love Debo. Ayuk, terrific. But the 49ers are missing that big field stretcher, right? We're talking about this is a legit 6'4", not a North Dakota State website 6'4". Like he's measured in 6'4", 210 pounds. Some people are saying that he's going to time around 4'3". I'd say low 4'4s. All right. But he's someone who can win vertically. He can win contested at the contested catch with the 49ers receivers, including George Kittle, struggle with that. So give him someone that brings a different element. He can stretch the field and you can still have everybody else work the different areas. I think that different dynamic and having somebody with a bigger catch radius would be tremendous for Trey Lance. Doesn't have to be perfect on every throw as opposed to throwing to maybe Ayuk or Debo Samuel.
Croc, here's my thing though. Me and you have been talking about, draft wide receiver prospects for years. I haven't really started investigating this year's yet, but what I'm hearing is Christian Watson is big, fast, physical. Like, why is he not being projected to be in a first round pick? I see right now he's like at late third. Why?
Yeah, They're probably, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that, right? Because of the
Yeah.
level that he did it on.
Yeah.
And this is a fluid guy. Once they start really diving in, they're going to see him return kickoff returns for touchdowns at North Dakota
Damn.
State. Yeah. So,
And he just killed it at the Senior Bowl, right?
Yeah, he killed it. He was the best receiver. He won the best
So
receiver award at Senior Bowl. I mean, if you watch his North Dakota State film, he got end arounds running for touchdowns. Kyle Shanahan's gonna look at that like, damn, like he does a lot of really good
top
stuff.
40 pick to me, man.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Hopefully, the Niners get a top 40 pick.
Hopefully, 49ers get a high second for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Justin said in these clips, his spiral looks better on the run. Talking about Lance, I've always felt that he's a more natural thrower on the run. I feel like when he's in the pocket, he's like a dancer counting steps. You know what I mean? Like 1 and 2 and here and
comfortable.
Like, yeah.
It comes back to that, right? Like, because if you watch Trey Lance just warming up, he throws tight spirals all the time.
Yes.
The ball's not fluttering around. But once he's, a little uncomfortable, maybe with seeing from the defense or feeling like he has to muscle everything in there, then the ball, just gripping it tighter like that can come out a little wobbly. So I think you see some of that. But in those clips, it's a more controlled environment. His scout team making plays on the move, and it just comes out his handbagger because it's more comfortable.
George says, now I understand why the Niners defense got better throughout the season. They were facing a better quarterback in practice and seeing their mistakes. I mean, going from Nick Mullins for a few years to Trey Lance is a whole different ballgame. That's true.
Yeah,
it's true. It is. Hung Fat says, when will we see you guys on Niners Hive? Love you all. Go Niners. I like Niners Hive. They're cool. When they hit me up. Ayuk leaked it. Please throw it deep. Ha 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 ha.
Ayuk did you see him say that?
Yes. Deep ball me, please. Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta love Brandon Ayuk. Because really, he just shut the hell up all year. I think he didn't really have anything nice to say about Jimmy, so he was just like.
From what I understand, though, I don't not to say I have sources, but somebody inside, he's more of a kind of reserved person.
Yes.
I think some of this clashing with Kyle Shanahan was because he didn't really. Kyle maybe didn't get the reaction from an expression standpoint that maybe he was looking for, and Ayuk is more of like all right type guy. I don't know, but that was some of what I was hearing. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten to know Ayuk a little bit. He's very, very shy is almost the word. Like he's not super outgoing, although he's very confident. And if a coach tries to put him in the doghouse, I think he would probably just be like, this is weird. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. He's not going to go talk to him like Deebo Samuel talks to Kyle every day. And I think Kyle's kind of reserved too. And you have two guys who don't necessarily, aren't necessarily naturally assertive socially. And so that I think what happened was there was a lack of communication, and something that should have been handled in a week took 2 months to handle. If there was just a conversation, I think that's what happened. Ayuk smoking that Jimmy pack.